Hello everybody, I'm Heroes of the Greece. Thank you all for joining me here today with a scenario battle called the Battle of Varna in 40 or 444. And this is the battle that is against the Polish-Lithuanian, I think, alliance, or the Polish and Hungarian alliance actually, against the Ottoman Sultanate Murad II. And they are actually now coming over here to fight and go to war. So yeah, we actually have here kind of a large battle, and I initially did start playing it, and it was certainly interesting. I have not really seen what the outcome will be, so we got here the Polish, and we got of course the Ottoman Sultanate in the other, sort of actually having the hill advantage over here. We have a lot of horse archers on both sides actually, so it certainly is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if the Ottomans do actually have cannons. I don't think that they will do so. But they do have some nav throwers here and there, so they can do some damage with that. We got their uh, melee ready. It is actually a 4 versus 2, but it is not as long as a battle as I did expect when I saw the lineups. So that's certainly going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Who is going to win? Um, I think historically if I remember it correctly, the Polish-Lithuanian or the Polish-Hungarian alliance won the battle actually in this battle of Fran. So I hope you will enjoy it. I am certainly interested. We see already some skirmishing between some horse archers, light horse archers, or tar horse archers. And we have the Polish alliance mostly moving forward. We also have a really nice archer melee unit. So here of course you are a nice heavy range melee unit that can actually do some damage as well. Got some really good armor over here. So yeah, they can really do some damage if they wanted to. And it's most certainly going to be interesting to see what the both factions. Oh, they're going to get a charge in over here, but just too late though. And I think these ones are going to get charged because they're not. Okay, no, they're not. It's certainly interesting over here with the skirmishing from the horse archer that they are going to have to contend with. Same over here though. It's both sides are trying to bait each other out mostly. Well, this last pre-recorded battle that I'm actually doing before I'm going to leave. So I hope you have enjoyed so far the content that I've been releasing. This still for a weekend part. The day before we had the battle of Bonovenes. I hope you enjoyed that. Check that one out if you haven't already. It's kind of a cool battle between the English and the Frankish, between English and Frankish alliances. Also, the Holy Roman Empire takes a part in a couple of duchies as well, between these bigger powers and kingdoms who are fighting for control. I'm not sure where the war was about, but it was certainly an interesting battle to watch. So, if you're interested, check it out. And we also got some archers over here trying to shoot against the whole archers. It's certainly interesting to see because they actually have such a large line of horse archers everywhere. And they also have a lot of cav over here as well. This flank is really not well. They don't have too many cav over here, so it really depends on what they are going to do. It's mostly skirmishing now. It seems that both sides are not really winning it or something like that. Nah, not really. It's really a wiggle to be sure. And they need Ottomans certainly have an advantage in the hill. So towards the other faction. Over here there's certainly a little bit of combat already going on. Like we hear these hordes are losing to the main fight, and we also got some fights going on over here. Seems that the Ottomans are moving up from this flank. Considering that this flank is not really being moving as quickly, I guess whoever wins this fight can really go around. Especially with all these cavalry, it's going to be difficult. And I think these ones are all hidden, so he might be swinging a trap if he's lucky. Over here with his all hidden units. Which I'm not sure if he knows that, to be honest. But yeah, both sides have been blooded in this one. Both sides are not really wanting to engage or not. But over here the units are certainly getting shot up to pieces, we can see. I'm not sure if I would have gone for the cavalry, because the cavalry is really heavily armored. Actually everyone is really heavily armored in this battle, like the fingering archers as well. Although actually these ones are not that armored, so I would have actually possibly gone for the archers instead of the horse archers, because they have far more armor, to be honest. So that possibly would have been a better choice. And over here we also got both flanks starting to engage in skirmish battles. Here we got some cavalry being shot at by some archers. Not really getting any kills just yet, as well as these crossbows not really getting any kills. These ones are also just firing, so still not really anything attacked. Oh, he's going to get a charge by the horses. What I would say would be a straight through charge, but again, these ones can be really dead. Ooh, here we got some of those. Where again they go gold? Yeah, pack your guards. Those fluffy hats. Or helmets, I guess. These are hats, actually. And they did get a charge in, but it really wasn't that powerful. Same over here. Oh, these ones really were charged by Calf. That certainly isn't too bad. Ooh. Ooh, those ones got so naff thrown. That was a really well shot. And a nice shot though. Ooh, they're going to get so damaged. They should have really just in there with a calf or something, because now they have not. Oh, they should have. If the nafters are smart, they throw into this, because they are just able to really damage. Didn't exactly grow. And over here we also got not really any engagement yet. So over the old line, we do have starting here an engagement as well. And here we got a cap charge in against unbraced enemies, so they might do some good damage. They're lucky. And I think they might push through as well, but that will possibly get them killed, I would guess, or they were able to pull through, but I think they are. Oh, that is really lucky for them. Though it does cost them a lot. Still. Yeah, I think the Navtro's got a bomb in. If they're just careful, they should have really just throw into this. These ones are holding up fine though, to be honest. Certainly interesting to see what they're doing. And over here we also got a charge in. It seems that the initial engagement are certainly going in the way of the Ottomans. Over here as well, actually. Over here there's actually, I think some of the Ottoman vassals are getting into the battle here as a first line infantry. Maybe though as well, seems to be that the great banner of Karkal is being shot. Ooh, oh, these ones are going to get through. Yeah, his cavalry is not just getting beaten up over here, so that's going to be difficult. And over here it seems like the Ottomans certainly have been breaking through more than the other faction is, although both sides have been bloodied though, to be honest. And over here as well. Ooh, if Nafco can get into that blob, that would have been doing so much damage. Over here it seems to be that the Ottomans are winning it. And over towards this flank, there is not really yet any engagement. It's mostly them like lining up though. So most certainly is interesting who's winning it and who's not. Certainly a cool battle though. You have to make sometimes screenshot, right? Ooh, they're charging through mostly now. Yep. The Monchiani late. Ooh, they got so charged. I think yes, yep, they got certainly charged. Oof, poof. Got hammered.
Our ally flees. They will pay for this.
And they got also planet. Yep. Over here though, we got a breakthrough from their shock up, so if they can go around, that certainly would help them. Over here though, we have full break through the lines. And over here we got cavalry into the skirmishes, so that will help them out. Here we got still got cavalry on the loose. Certainly interesting. I have not yet any idea who's going to win it. Certainly is still interesting though. But these ones certainly going to get a bit outflanked, it seems like it. He's not just getting shot up by like his outside as well. What's like the balance bar of men? Okay, it is really even. So this still he decides to win, to be honest, because I've not really idea. So over here we got some fighting going on as well. Lots of battle. Again, if you're interested in joining any of these scenarios, I will also be playing themselves on my Discord, and link to that will be in the description below. This one actually was managed by the Pope Joel Discord by a player called, I think, Sajax, who set it up, so it was really interesting that he sent it to me. It was really nice. So again, thank you for that. And it's really a cool battle, because I found it more enjoyable to do these replays than when I do not know the outcome, because it just makes things more interesting, to be perfectly honest. At least to make videos about. Oof, these ones are getting slaughtered though. Although on this flank it seems that the Ottomans are certainly putting the hammer to the Wallachians. So, and here we got some Polish fighting still. Over here though we got a Polish victory here, and if they can get the general it might really pull them forward. And over here we also see a really good breakthrough by the again by the Hungarians over here, so that certainly would help them out if they can do some more damage and pull through further. Although this is certainly a bit difficult for the horses if they're going to keep fighting. And these units, jeez, they got already a lot of kills. It's really well done. And over here we got some calf charge again. The thing is, it's really difficult because this army is still really alive, so it really depends on what they can do. Over here we would say that the Ottomans will go away with the victory, but over here then again this still a little bit even, but I would say that the Ottomans have this. Although over here again it is mostly, I think, the Ottomans, the Hungarians, and over here it seems to be still even, but I would say it goes to the Polish. And it seems also that the man count seems to be going in favor of the Ottomans over here though. Although you must say that in this battle the Ottomans certainly had an advantage, and having a little bit of a hill advantage, it always helps out, I would say. Although I'm not sure if that is really like such a big thing as it is like in the earlier Total Wars, because I think hills there actually give your range units longer range, if I'm correct though, but I'm not totally sure now. But yeah, over here they still got some cav left, but again, there's so many archers, so if he would charge out over here, you're just gonna get shot to pieces. Now over here we got... it seems the Hungarians have done actually kind of well, so they might actually win it if they're careful. How did these Navtros do? Oof, minus 200 kills almost. That's really well. That's actually really good. But here these horse just have been slaughtering all of them. Oh my god. Oh, the levy craft. So I would not say those ones are really heavily armored, if I'm correct. Nah, not really. So they should have really charged in there already, but they seem to have been shot to death mostly. Over here it seems to be that the Polish are hacking, although their general got shot up to pieces. We still have their general over here though. And I think the amount of archers that the enemy still has left is going to be a really big problem. Ooh, where? Over here, okay, that might really be in the favor of the I think it's the Polish faction this is. That would be in the Polish faction favor, to be perfectly honest. If they can capitalize on it, but it doesn't seem that it is. Although that might be this other faction. But I'm not yet sure because they all have the same thing, so I'm not too sure which faction had his general skills. Or which units did. And over here it seems to be really careful, so really close still. Although over here we do seem to have some really good cav in the back, who are really heavily armored, to be honest. And they have been most certainly doing some lot of damage. And I think it would be a miracle, to be honest, if the Polish can still pull off a victory here, because just the overwhelming amount of horse archers who have still some ammo left, and well, their archers, which could just really just be in the favor of them, to be perfectly honest. Over here, this group is still alive. I would have thought they would be would have broken quicker, but they have held on for longer than I expected, so that is certainly not too bad. But over here, we also got some lads mop up of the Lithuanian player. Although that might be the Polish. I'm not sure which one is which, to be honest, because both have like different standards who are sort of similar, and I can't really keep them apart. Which one is the Lithuanian or which one is the Polish? One of them is the Polish, one is the Lithuanian player, I think, and one was Wallachia as well. We'll see that actually in the screen with all the kill results. But then I go over here, we have that as well. And I think it is, yeah, here we also see that, yeah, they just have been outflanked mostly, I think, or maybe outgunned in their weapons. I'm not yet sure. Yeah, some of these archers are getting some nice kills as well. This should be shooting a lot. This one's about like 140 kills, really well. Those archers are nah, but they're just a nuisance to deal with. So I guess that is always a thing, I suppose, right? And here you just have a lot of horse archers that can do. Ooh, that's died. The Hungarians died. We got still some fighting left, but in heavy hulls. And some melee sword units who can just hold on for longer. But they got charged again by some really heavy plated knights, I would say. So it's certainly not too bad. Anyway, we got some fighting between some heavy hulls. There we go, so hulls are still firing into this blob and mass. Certainly is bloody. Certainly is bloody, to be sure. Alright, let's take a look. So we have these ones, the Yaring archers or whatever.
The enemy has put our ally to the sword.
Ooh, a black day. Our ally has been routed. That's no good. That most certainly is not great. Yep. Seems some routes over here. Army losses, exposed flank. Yeah, they also got charged. Halberdiers. Ooh, yeah. I think the victory will go for the Ottoman Empire in this day. So yeah. It really was interesting.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
Actually, historically, I'm now actually incorrect what I said before. Historically, the Ottomans actually did win this battle. So the Polish and Hungarians actually lost, but it's actually happening here as well. So sort of historical accurate, but it's certainly interesting though. Both sides have been bloodied in this battle though. So although there are kind of a lot of 3,000 students, troops still left. So that is better than sometimes battle I've seen that are really close. I would say a close victory for the Ottomans though. But the last of the units here trying to hold on to some large dignity, but just getting up shot to pieces. Also using a blood to make the battles a little bit more gory. But I think these units are now trying to fight to their last. Same over here. Still trying to hold on, but it is a victory for the Ottoman Empire. Let's take a look at the battle results for all the kills. Well, as we can see, we got the first army under the faction of the Voivodeship of Wallachia. Is that the... Ah no, that is the Duchy of Lesser Poland we got here. So yeah, one of his cavalry did kind of well, although not grew great. Overall, that's his highest, 117, so that isn't just not as great of a kill count, I would say. He also got a good general, so that getting 252 kills wasn't too bad. Overall, his cavalry did the best. His sword infantry didn't really do too well. And over here, one of his shock troopers did really kind of well with 181 kills, and here we got some Hungarian knights doing some really good damage. So there, his knight did kind of well in the end. That helped him out. for the King of Hungary, and we got the King of Croatia. Okay, that is the faction that it was. Okay, I was not sure which one it was. So it was the Kingdom of Croatia. And we got one of his Croatian commune nobles getting 264 kills, but he's really doing well. Yeah, as we can see, there are not that many units that really stack out with some of their kills. Some of them really didn't do too well. I think that really hammered their ability to do some damage to them towards the Ottomans in the end. And especially some of their spears and swords really didn't bring that much in the battle. What we can see is actually over here mostly also the case. Like some of their infantry did really well as well, so that helped them out as well. Although this one didn't do too well. Actually, his cavalry over here with his horse archers getting 280 kills is really good, and his general also doing kind of well, and one of his shock troopers also doing kind of well. Over here though, we do see that also most of the units getting at least some kills. Yeah, these ones like again, that's like only 10 for the crossbows, only 11, but those ones at least get some kills. These ones are actually doing really well, so most of the infantry just helps out a lot in this battle, although his cavalry didn't really do that well. The comparison some of uh, the kingdoms that we just saw. Over here, it seems to be that the Navtros got the most kills. This army certainly didn't do as well as the other Ottomans for now, so that's not too bad. Got 217 kills for this sword unit, but it's still good. And one of his archers doing well, really well as well. And the Navtros really put them well to use with 213 kills, but we also saw with that blast of fire that some of the units were in. So well use of them. And it seems over here one of his generals didn't even get engaged. So yeah, some of the units didn't seem to even get engaged before the end of the battle, but didn't really grant him any kills. What means he possibly was like the army that was in the most left side, if you take it from the Poland-Hungarian alliance point of view. And yeah, one of his cavalry did really well, but I think getting the most kills of the entire battle, 373 kills, and also one of his Yengrisik Baltakalari also getting a nice amount of 255 50-50 kills, so that's not too bad. But this was the scenario battle of the historical battle of Varan. So I hope all of you enjoyed it. If you think others will like, please leave a like, and if you want to see more of these kind of multiplayer battles, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I hope to see you in future battles, or maybe even in the Discord if you're interested in joining any of these scenarios in the future. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye bye.